Hey guys, welcome back to the Simply Knives YouTube channel. Today we have a very interesting review. I'm sure you saw in the title that this is a fake Benchmade 940. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. These are FRN scales. You know, it's got the jipping here, jipping in the back for when you're holding it. Pretty comfortable in the hand. The pocket clip kind of morphs a little bit so you don't feel it too much. Can't really chuck up on there. It does have a sharpener's choil. So as I said, this is a fake 940. So I guess, you know, there's not really too much of a point to kind of go into it. Let me just kind of talk about its fakeness. So it does flip open really nicely. I can use the axis lock to open and close it. This is my first axis lock experience, and honestly, I really like it. You can see it you can kind of wobble it. It's not great. And also if you're not touching it, then it'll go all the way out to like here, and then just kind of shut, which is good because you can shake this out on this clone super easily. Yeah, that's not too good. But it is good, so if it was in your pocket, right, and you can shake it out really easily, but because of this axis lock, it always just pulls it back in. So you won't be cutting yourself, thankfully. I mean, so as a clone, it looks really nice. There's definitely some things where you're like, okay, well, why is this like so much worse than what I would expect? Well, I mean, these like edges of the FRN are like pretty grabby. There's two, oh, we're not in focus anymore. Two blue, I guess, like hardware pieces on there. If you can see on this one, it has like a yellowish tinge to it, so it's not looking that great. The inside is milled, which is kind of surprising, because like we know this is a clone. I got this. Oh, it's D2. I got this off Knife Swap from someone who had already got one. And you know what? Well, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So much fun. But that brings me to my next point on its cloniness. The thumb studs are very, they like grab against your thumb a whole lot. And this axis lock is not very comfortable. Also, just all the edges around in general are like super sharp, not that comfortable. It does open and close just fine. If I'm being honest, like it looks great. Like this knife looks so cool, and it makes me want to get a real 940. I just can't afford to get one of those right now. It did come pretty sharp. We'll get one of our handy dandy things. Flicks open real nicely, to be honest. And let's see if we can cut this. Yep, it definitely cuts. There is, you know, it's not the cleanest cut, but it's not bad. It's a really long blade. So it is sharp. They say it's D2 steel. That's kind of nice. But there's definitely some ergonomic things that this needs to improve on. Well, not needs to improve on, just that kind of help you know, okay, this thing's a clone. Let's do a little size comparison. You know what a 940 and probably what a Rat2 look like. But here's the clone. You know, a little bit bigger. Kind of a longer blade. Pretty substantial. I really love the Benchmade 940 blade design. It looks cool. So here's the clone's blade. You can see it kind of has some marks right there. Here's the Benchmade symbol on there. Just kind of letting you guys see the clone. Maybe you'll notice something yourself. I've never held a real Benchmade 940. Maybe you guys will notice something. Even has a patent number on there, which is ironic considering this is a clone. Got a Benchmade clip. The blue hardware is really annoying. That looks bad. Oh, and also when you're opening it, you'll hear this like click. Hear that? It's really annoying. I mean, well, not annoying. It's a clone. You expect it to be low quality. But yeah, this is hopefully, you know, pretty interesting for you guys to just to see what these clones are actually like, and that, let's say you were going ahead and shopping for a Benchmade 940 on the interwebs, maybe on eBay, where you might not have always reputable sellers. Just know, like, if it just like feels really cheap on these edges, if the lock is making weird noises, if the access bar and the thumb studs are like super uncomfortable, maybe you should, you know, get that checked out. But oh my gosh, this thing is still so fun. First access lock experience, and I'm freaking addicted and can't wait to get a real access lock. Come on, come on. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what else we can say. Yeah, my thumbs already hurt like a whole lot. You can see that they're like red. Say you're gripping down real hard. Kind of wish maybe that they had a little bit of jimping on the blade, because your thumb kind of goes over it a little bit. Unless you have like super small hands. The action, surprisingly good, given that it's a clone. You can flip it open really easily. Use that to close it really easily. Yeah, so the action, they did a good job on this clone. But you know what it is, man. It's pretty much all I have to say about it, so I'm just rambling at this point. Hopefully this showed you a bit about the clones. And yeah, support your local knives, the people who are actually making this stuff. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. This Benchmade 940 clone with FRN handles. I hope you have a good rest of the day. Peace.